Traders, as always, I'm looking very forward to sharing my top ideas with you for the upcoming week. And as always, I'm also going to be sharing my exact entry and exit targets for some setups that I think could have some significant follow through in the week ahead. Now, last week, my ideas were definitely isolated to some individual names and outlier scenarios, and just not correlated to the overall market. And that's because the overall market right now lacks a trend. And I've discussed this in far more detail, I would say, in my weekly meetings inside the SMB Inside Access program. There should be a link for that below. So, sticking with that theme and really doubling down on patience, on discipline, and just allowing the market to show its hand a little bit better before I get more aggressive with my swing ideas, here are my top ideas for the upcoming week, sticking with that theme. And the first idea is really the only one that didn't materialize from last week, and that is in DJT. And I'm looking for a short swing in DJT. So DJT continues to really form an even better setup as this bounce continues to stretch, bit of a dead cat bounce stretched on a higher time frame. And therefore, as I mentioned last week, the higher this goes, the better for me, making for a much juicier trade once it is confirmed. So let's look at it on a lower time frame. Let's go to the hourly time frame for this. And my plan, very similar to last week's plan, is essentially because we didn't break the uptrend. We've continued the steady bounce grind high with a little bit of an extended short squeeze out on Friday before a nice little sell off into the close. So going forward, I'm looking for either a secondary push higher, maybe in the mid to high 40s before failing, or I'm looking for if Friday's little blowout into the close and then some failed follow through into the close. If that was it, looking for a push towards 43s and then looking for lower high confirmation before turning lower and breaking this uptrend. If that is the case, I'll be short against the high of day. But really, for me, there is no need to be early here. There's a lot of meat on the bone. So definitely being patient. But if I get that confirmation, I'm going to be looking to short once that lower high is confirmed against the high of day, looking for a 3 to 5 day short position, trailing the stop, being patient, trailing the stop against the prior day's high, and looking for a move towards the mid to low 30s for that higher low as a target on the hourly time frame, looking for a move back down towards 30s. And as the move works, if it does work and we get a push down towards 30s, and the downtrend is still intact, I won't take off the entire position. I'll look to trail it further for a move down towards 25. Now, the next one is going to be in Soxol. This, worked just incredibly well from last week. That swing long bounce idea worked really well, played out beautifully after the high low on Monday was confirmed, giving a really good entry spot. And it's just a really good setup to go back to playbook and to study. But now, after closing the week up almost 30%, I'm looking for a move into its 50-day, puts it around 42 and a half, its 50-day moving average, and looking for a bit of a failure, lower high confirmation, and a 1 to 2 day pullback, ideally towards around 35, towards its 5-day moving average. So looking for that push towards its 50-day, a rejection near 42, or we get some consolidation around 40 and we break this uptrend around 39. And then after that, looking to kind of aggressively trail my stop using lower highs on the 5-minute time frame, and looking to scale out of the position on any significant lower lows intraday, any extensions from Vwap intraday, essentially targeting move down towards 35. If that downtrend remains intact, then continuing to just scale out of the position, as already mentioned, and looking to trail the stop. And then some additional ideas. Agba, another one from last week, played out really well once we got that breakout and squeeze higher. Traded a ton of volume. Volume has since, over the previous 3 days, has died down drastically. So looking for a secondary squeeze higher, back towards 3 if we can break above 230s, 240s, churn a little bit of volume, and really form an uptrend intraday. And then the last idea is JAGX. This is really a speculative idea that I just like in terms of its setup from a technical perspective. But about 9 trading days ago, traded around 600 million shares. Since then, volume has just died down completely. From fundamental perspective, it's a serial diluter. The company needs a ton of cash, so you definitely need to know what you own here. But just in terms of the technical setup, risk reward, how volume has died down, creating a potential liquidity trap. I really like it if we can push above 20 cents, if we get a breakout in both price and volume for a full day, day and a half position, for potentially for a move up towards 40 cents. So those are the main ideas. As you can see, very isolated ideas, not too correlated with the overall market, and just trying to look for some inefficiencies as well as some really nice technical setups. So continuing with the theme from last week, let me know what's on your watch list. I'd love to know if you have any ideas that you think should have been included on my watch list, any great skewed risk reward ideas, or any bigger picture macro ideas. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know, and wishing you all good luck for the upcoming week, and I will see you all next week.
So you're an active trader, not doing as well as you want, not doing as well as you deserve, and you just can't figure out why you can't become profitable no matter how hard you try. Well, let me show you why. This is your competition. The traders in this room. This room right here is full of elite traders, some of whom are making 7 and even 8 figures a year. In fact, our top guys have made nearly 20 million each in net trading profits in a single year. Let's head to my office so I can share more. So you're probably used to seeing videos of lavish trader lifestyles, trading gurus trading off of a laptop for an hour a day, heck, maybe even 15 minutes a day, and then them relaxing on some secluded beach for the rest of the day. Well, all I can tell you is that our traders train like pro athletes. They live and breathe the markets and are continually working on their trading skills. Because at our firm, that's what we found it really takes to make it in this game. I'm Mike Bellafiore, co-founder and managing partner of S&B Capital, one of the world's top proprietary trading firms located in Midtown Manhattan. And we're always looking for trading talent to hire and develop. And not just to trade in-house on our desk, but also to trade from their own home, entirely using our firm's capital. And we have numerous traders doing just that, allowing them to make upwards of 7 figures trading the firm's capital without risking their own money. But to even get a shot at something like that, you need to have the right training. That's why we're doing a new free online presentation in which we share how you can get an interview with S&B to become an in-house or remote trader, trading firm capital without risking yours and gaining access to all of our firm's coaching and resources. And the best part? You don't have to be a profitable trader yet. In fact, we prefer to mold profitable traders with our methods and our techniques. That's why we have just 3 simple criteria that can earn anyone an interview. We're looking for highly ambitious and determined traders who fit our culture first and foremost. So if you believe that could be you, sign up for the free 1-hour online presentation by clicking the link that's in your top right corner of your screen now.